The era of new and radically innovative styles both in music and fashion inspired a special party in Moscow. With the guests surprisingly following the dress code to the letter, the atmosphere of the 1960s was even more real. Baby doll woman looks were highlighted, with a fashion miniskirt, a mainstay of the decade, seen everywhere. Dresses by Yves Saint Laurent, Balenciaga and Christian Dior were on show on mannequins and the guests. But the 1960s was not just distinguished by the Beatles and the miniskirt. Daring photography was also in the spotlight. Work by Frank Hobby, who's captured the spirit of the times in his still images, offered a glimpse into the period that manages to captivate the imagination 4 decades later. Another photographer whose works were also on display and on sale at the party was Philip Townsend. His 60s London in its full swing, and some of the most iconic faces of the era could be purchased by the party's guests. Photographs fetched up to €6,500. Townsend's photo session of the Rolling Stones, shot in 1963, was the band's first, and now provided the party's guests with an opportunity to see the legendary musicians captured as they've never before known them. American celebrity Paris Hilton was among the most interested. After looking around the display, she kindly agreed to talk to us about her fashion preferences.
Paris, we heard that you brought works of clothes with you, so what are you wearing today? I'm wearing my friend Kira Plastina's outfit. She is an amazing designer. She's only 15 years old. She's Russian, and we met last year at her fashion show, and we became friends, and I went shopping at her store today, and I'm a big fan of her clothes. I love her designs.
You know, Russian women like to dress up so much, so what do you think about their style?
I think Russian women are one of the most beautiful women in the world. They're stunning, their features are amazing, and they definitely have to do some shopping because I just love the Russian fashion.
So are there any plans to open a boutique here in Moscow?
That would be a great idea, maybe I'd love that. I'll be back here next month for my fragrance launch, so I'm going to be visiting Moscow more often.
You're kind of a role model and a fashion icon for so many girls around the world. So do you feel the responsibility while dressing up and preparing to go to some party?
You know, I've always loved fashion. I actually have my own fashion line as well. So it's a big compliment when a lot of girls come up to me and say that they love my style. And, you know, every girl wants people to like their fashion sense, and I'm glad that they do.
Paris also bought one of the works and donated a sum to the event's organizers, as all the money raised will go to help orphan children.